Good morning, students. Welcome to the channel, The Science Geek. Today, another lesson and an interesting lesson of Standard 11, Morphology of a Flowering Plant. Morphology of a Flowering Plant. Very interesting lesson. This lesson is divided into two parts. Part 1, we will do about the general morphology, that is the root, the stem, the leaf, till flower we will do. Keep your NCERT book today in front of you, and till I will go till page number 73 of the lesson, NCERT book. Okay. Now, before we go to the lesson, you should know what does the word morphology mean. What does the word morphology mean? Morphology is a branch of biology which deals with the structures of that flowering plant and the features of the flowering plant. Structure and feature of the flowering plant, and how important is that plant, okay, for its everything, its economic use, etc. And it provides you about the importance of that plant. Now, before we go to the details, every flower has a root system and a shoot system. It has a root system and it has a shoot system. This root grows below the soil. It is negatively phototrophic but positively geotrophic towards the gravity. Opposite is for the stem. Stem is negatively geotrophic and positively phototrophic. Okay, so the root system we start. It is the underground system. It develops from the plumule. It develops from the radical part of a seed. Now, what is the radical part? If I draw here a seed here, a seed has two parts. One part which goes above the towards the light, one or it goes erect, upright, and one which goes down. So this downward is known as radical, and the radical is the future root, and the upward which is going is the plumule, and the plumule is the future shoot. So plumule and radical coming from a seed, any seed. Okay, so the root system, it is the underground system that develops from the radical of the embryo, and it helps in the fixing of the plant as well as absorption of water and minerals. What about the shoot system? The shoot system is the aerial systems. It develops from the plumule of the embryo, and it contains the stem, the leaves, the flowers, and the other vegetative parts. Okay. Now the vegetative parts, a plant has a vegetative part and a reproductive part. The vegetative parts are involved in various vegetative functions like structural organization, absorption, nourishment, growth, maintenance of the plant, and the reproductive parts of the plant are responsible for asexual, sexual mode of reproduction, formation of seed for the plant. Okay, now we come to the root. Please open the lesson and open that page where the diagram of the root is given here, the regions of a root, the typical regions of a root, Now, if I take this as a scale and I take this as a root, I give you the way to learn it. You learn it from the base till the tip. The tip part of the root is known as the root tip or the root cap. Above that is the region of meristematic activity. Maximum growth takes place of the root through mitotic activity. Above that is the region of elongation, the root region of elongation. Above that is the region of maturation. So three regions are there: meristematic, region of meristematic activity, region of elongation, and region of maturation. And the base is the root tip. So like this you will remember a root tip. Like this you will remember a root and the parts of a root. What is the root cap? The root cap, the function, you can say the root is covered at the apex by a cap-like structure called as the root cap. It protects the root from the friction of the soil, particles, etc. Okay, and it helps the root to pass through the soil. That is the function of the root cap, also known as calyptra, Calptra, calyptra. Okay. Now, what is the region of the meristematic activity? The zone lies few millimeters above the root cap. The cells of this region are small and they are thin-walled, and they have a dense cytoplasm. If the cells divide regularly, and it helps in elongation. Okay, and it is responsible for the growth of the root. Now we come to the region of elongation. See the diagram. It is situated behind the meristematic region. The cells elongate rapidly and they increase the length of the root. The cells of this region can absorb water, mineral from the soil. That is the region of elongation. You can also see where the region of maturation is there in your book. The root hairs, 5 thread-like structures are coming out from there, which is known as the region of root hair. Okay, that is the root hair zone, and the root hair zone is the most important part of the root, because this is the root hair zone which helps in absorption of water, that is most of the water, and also from the soil and the zones, and from this it increases the surface area. The root hairs increase the surface area of the root for absorption of water. That is why this area is very important for the root. More wide it is, more wider is the surface area. Now, next is the region of maturation, the topmost region, where it is a permanent one, zone of the root where the cells mature, and it contains all matured cells. It gives out the lateral roots from the interior part of the region. Okay, and it is there especially in the dicots and in the gymnosperms. So remember these 4 parts of the root. Now there are 2 basic root systems: taproot system, and another one is fibrous root system. Taproot system, always remember, is the stronger root system. It is there in the dicot. One main primary root is there. From the main primary root, the other roots start developing.